Mobile television production facilities for this broadcast are made possible by a grant from Walmart. Walmart, with their location on the White Horse Pike in Somerdale.
And welcome everyone to Channel 19 as Channel 19 presents girls volleyball as the Sterling Silver Knights take on the Collingswood Panthers here at Sterling. And again, I believe both teams have at least played one game. I know Sterling had played yesterday away. Not sure if they won or lost. And actually, no, they played an overall of 4 games right now. They're still undefeated, right behind West Windsor, Paulsboro South, altogether, and going to be joined by Rob Strauss.
What's up there, Johnny Wiggles?
I'm doing good. And we're going to take a look at, see these first time in action girls volleyball team play.
Yeah, it's a long time coming. I know the girls are really excited to get out here after the NJSIA made the wise choice and moving this season to where we are currently from the fall, and it's been a while. And I know some of the players, Savannah Boyce, who is on the starting lineup, is one of the actually played tennis in the fall. And some of these girls got a chance to get themselves 4 varsity letters this year, so that's kind of it's a cool, unique scenario, and I'm sure they're happy that they're back on home court here, even though it's about 6 months after what they would have liked, but nonetheless, at least they get themselves a season.
For a minute, we almost thought that they weren't going to have a season. It kept getting delayed, and luckily, they're able to have a season.
I think once basketball and wrestling got the green light, with cheer as well, I think that made it a little bit easier for teams, for the volleyball programs to function. So, first serve goes out of play.
Natalie Jackson was the one to start it off, and Sterling already with their first point.
Here's some of the JV girls to our right cheering on the varsity squad. Nice serve there by Sterling, and they'll get their second point in a row. Serving for Sterling is Ayanna Hobbs.
See if she can have a repeat of their first serve. Unable to do that, and that's going to be a point for Collingswood.
Ayanna Jones for Collingswood with a sneaky little off-speed pitch, or hit rather, as we are on the eve of baseball season. I'm sure Mr. K is excited about the Phils starting up tomorrow. And off the hands of Natalie Warrington, and out of play. Collingswood ties it up at 2.
I'm actually quite excited to watch the Yankees play. Going to be a very interesting season for them.
And you're the only one in the building that cares about the Yankees. I'm just kidding. Spike there for Sterling, and they will take the lead 3-2. I think Miss Stepback would be very excited as well for the Yankees.
Yes, she would.
Listen, to each their own. I know I'm the only Leafs fan in the building, so there's no doubt about that. Serving for Sterling, Allison Koleski. Boyce, dug out by Takata. Over, hits a stanchion, that's technically in play. So anything that goes off the rafters is technically in play, which is very odd to think of what kind of carom you could get off of the stanchions here. You also have that big divider that goes right down the middle of the court. And
that stays in.
That stayed in, caught line. See if we can slow it down here. Take one more look at it. Allison Koleski still on serve. Yes, that's in.
That's in, yeah.
Some miscommunication there on that back line.
And another great serve from Allison.
Kosick couldn't handle it. And Sterling out to a 6-2 lead. Some of the fans starting to make their way in here out of the monsoon. Started just about a half hour before game time. Made for a wet commute in. Boyce hits it long, and Collingswood within 3.
So far, Sterling starting off with a great chance, already leading this by 3. Still a long way to go, and still have a game 2, of course. But Sterling right now really controlling this game.
Ellen Pope serve for Collingswood. I believe we called her name on the basketball court just a few short weeks ago, it seems like. Boyce pushes it over. And that's going to be a point for Sterling, and they lead this one 7-3. Warrington to serve. So the senior libero steps back. And will serve for the Sterling Lady Knights. Leading 7-3. Good serve by Warrington. In between 2 Collingswood players in Takata and Kosick.
Take a look here, and yeah, just a great serve, where to put it. No one was right there, and no one Collingswood player unable to get there. Sterling Lady Knights head coach Bill Scully on the sidelines talking to some of his bench players right now, and Sterling will get another point, lead this one 9-3. A little miss hit there by Collingswood, and Sterling on a nice little run here to start this first game. And just as I say that, Warrington hits it into the net on the serve, so Collingswood will get their opportunity to serve, and Ayanna Jones for the Lady Panthers. That hit from Boyce and leads into a Collingswood point. Where was Scully on that one? He was right there. I know. No dig out of Scully there? I mean, what's going on here? I think it's somewhere in the rule books that it has to be one of the players on the court. Yeah, I think that's a fine print rule. It's more of a guideline than a rule, John. All right, yeah. Over the net for the point is Taylor Hinson, another, I believe, basketball player. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Mr. K. I believe we called her name during the Lady Knights basketball season. So a quick transition from basketball to volleyball as Hinson's on a roll here. 3 straight points for Collingswood. They're within 2. Collingswood JV now getting into it. We've got either JV team to our left or right. Collingswood JV to our left and Sterling's JV team to our right. Collingswood within 1, the closest that they've been so far. And Hinson barely gets it over. Lucky bounce there, ties it up at 9, and Sterling's going to take a timeout as they have given up 6 straight points to the Panthers. Diving effort by Sterling leaves it, comes up a little short, and a real quick 60-second timeout. Right now, Sterling had a great run in the beginning, but all of a sudden, Collingswood's gotten that momentum back. So hopefully this timeout, Sterling's able to come out a lot stronger and able to take back the lead, of course, and hopefully win game 1. Look at that. I didn't know we let pets into the building. That's pretty cool. That's nice. Some of our cardboard cutouts still hanging out from the wrestling season and the boys and girls basketball season.
Savannah Boyce in your picture there, and Collingswood coming out of their huddle. Sterling undefeated so far. Collingswood coming in 4-2, 3-2 in the conference. Jones to serve for the Lady Panthers. Nice dig out by Warrington, but goes out of play. And Collingswood will take their first lead of the game, 10-9.
And we talked about that divide, and it comes into play right there as Warrington tries to dig it out and at least get it over the net. Does, but hits the divide.
Koleski, Boyce. Yes.
And Sterling able to end that long streak that Collingswood was having. But that's just one part of the battle right there.
I think we say this in a lot of the volleyball broadcasts, is that this is a very, very streaky sport where teams will go on a significant run. And Sterling went through their run and Collingswood answered. And we have a tie game at 10. For just a second, and then not so much. Collingswood back to a 1-point edge. Substitution for Collingswood checking into the game, Haley Spencer. Replacing Takata. And Tamia Page will serve for the Lady Panthers. Leading by 1 here. Glad you joined us here on Channel 19. Rob Strauss, John Hallwood. First girls volleyball game of the season here on Channel 19, and their first home game of the season. Good dive there. Sterling keeping it alive. Good job by Sterling. Koleski gets it over the net. Warrington just over. And off the fingertips of Hastings. Finds open space, and Collingswood now out to a 13-10 lead after Sterling led this one 9-3. All right, on the line for Baldino. That's a good placement there by the senior.
Collingswood, of course, thought it was going to go out, but just stays in.
Good job there by Cassie Baldino, and now the volleyball player, tennis player of Savannah Boyce did a great job for our tennis team in the fall. Played a handful of varsity matches for us, and he's a good athlete. Blocked at the front of the net. Dug out by Sterling. Looking to set up Koleski. Koleski slams it home.
Collingswood looked like they were ready for it, but almost not at the same time. What a great placement of where she put it, right on the sideline.
Koleski second on the team in kills with 16, behind Savannah Boyce, who's serving here, has 24, and they wisely let that one go through the Panthers, and they will be on serve as Collingswood going to make another substitution. Ellen Pope going to check back into the game. Kosik to serve. Boyce. Koleski. Right on the line. And a point for Sterling. Ties it up at 14.
Take a look here and see if she gets it in. Oof.
I don't know how, I've never seen anything like that. That went over the divider, over the metal stanchions, didn't hit anything, and went on Sterling's side, and now some confusion.
And
are they just going to replay the point?
I think they're going to replay the point. I think that's what they just did.
The score is still tied at 14. That's exactly what they're doing. And Sterling going to take a 1-point lead. That was really, really bizarre what just happened in that previous point prior to this one.
Just something you just don't get to see every day.
It's surprising that it didn't pinball off of anything. That did not touch anything as Cassie Baldino hits it long, and Collingswood ties the game at 15. Jackson to serve for Collingswood. Nice strong serve off of Warrington. Miscommunication. Sterling there, and Collingswood retakes the lead. And back and forth we go in this. Actually, excuse me, tied up. I was right the first time. Collingswood 16-15. Strong serve dug out by Boyce. And some open space. Diving Kosa couldn't get to it. And we are back to a tie.
You predicted the future. There you go. That's why.
You can't see the crystal ball that I have in front of me, John? I don't have tonight's lottery numbers, unfortunately. Good dig there for Collingswood. Sterling going to set it for Koleski. Koleski deflected and goes in play. Sterling, the seesaw battle continues, and Sterling gets the 1-point edge.
You see right here, Collingswood is able to get the couple hands onto it, but just not just so powerful that it went through.
First time we've seen Collingswood able to set up an offense. Far side, the back of the line. They're going to look to set up Pope. Nope, they're going to go far side looking for Spencer. And Spencer puts it away. Ellen Pope, easily the tallest player, maybe on both teams. Standing right in the middle, number 23 in blue. You can see her right there in the middle of your screen. I would not be hitting to her. Another point there for Collingswood, and they retake the lead 18-17. Koleski sent over. Now Collingswood sets it up for Pope. And she mishits and gives Sterling the tie game situation here at 18. This has been really, really a good first game here, John.
Really has, and neither team really seems to be letting up. Either team's has been making some mistakes, but able to recover on the next round, of course.
Ace number 5 on the season for Koleski. We saw her serves in warm-up. Man, she can definitely hit the ball hard. Nice dig there. Going far side. Courtney Adcock puts it away for Sterling. And now Sterling, with a 2-point lead, they're 5 points away from taking this first set.
For a minute, I was about to ask, like, what's the final score have to be? I was thinking it was 21.
25.
25, almost 4 off.
You're close. You need a crystal ball, John.
And
Sterling going to take a 3-point lead here. They can smell victory in this first set, but those last few points are really tough to get. They're trying to close out a set and a timeout on the floor by Collingswood.
You see, Ellen Pope was the one to touch the net, so that's why Collingswood got the points. And of course, our next TV game Thursday, it's not going to be a basketball game.
Some of our, I like how they added the ears here.
Yeah.
It's a nice touch.
It is a nice touch, you know. At least the dog can hear us.
Yeah. I wonder if the cardboard fans will make their way out to the baseball and softball field, put them in the outfield in the stands. I think that'd be great.
Able to catch a home run ball.
All right, so I had a theory. So the Phillies put, and a lot of the Major League Baseball teams did this, they put the cardboard fans in the stands. I think that should have been like, if you buy one of those cardboard cutouts, and it hits your cardboard cutout, it should be like a snowball jackpot or something.
Oh man,
I think the Phillies were giving away an autographed baseball.
That'd be nice.
From the home run hitter to whoever bought the cardboard cutout. See, I'm full of great ideas. By the way, I just divulged that secret. There's a patent pending on that.
Sterling right now going a little bit, of course, on a streak. See if they can continue it.
Koleski to serve, dug out by Collingswood. Pope sends it over. That's going to be long. And Sterling within 3 points of taking this first set. Served by Koleski again. Sent over, Sterling's going to set up their offense. Warrington, far side, Adcock, mishits. And now Pope will serve for the Panthers, trailing by 3 in this first set. Boyce. Koleski, dug out and sent out of bounds by Pope. She will sub out, and Sterling within 2 after a really streaky start for both of these teams. Went on a nice long run each team, and then now it's kind of going back and forth. Sterling with the latest run right now within 2 points of this first set as Warrington set to serve. Strong serve by Warrington, deep serve as well. Touched over by Jones.
And we're starting to see that back and forth battle right here, and in a way, it's almost kind of dangerous because, of course, you just said it a couple minutes ago that any of these teams can go into a nice long streak, and you're seeing right now that's what Collingswood's looking to be doing.
At the flex off of Warrington, and now Collingswood. Ayana Jones had a good serving run earlier as well. Set to serve within 2 of Sterling. Dug out by Boyce. And now they're within 1. Boyce couldn't hit it cleanly. It's been a really entertaining first game here. Jones to serve. Koleski. Boyce. Tips it over. Going far side now is Collingswood, dug out by Warrington. Adcock. Might have went long there, but they played it nonetheless. Pushed over. Warrington again sets it up. Going for Bodino, dug out by Jones. Jones in trouble, not going to get it over there, and Sterling has set point on their hands as they will serve. So I'm going to bring in Asia Logan, and she will serve for the set. Mini jump serve and an ace for the set for Logan. That is her second ace of the season. Sterling takes the first set, 25-22. We'll get off to a quick break. Come back with the second set right after this. Welcome back to Sterling High School. Rob Strauss, John Holmwood, bringing the first game, home game rather, of the 2021 girls volleyball season. Glad you joined us here on Channel 19 in a season that was supposed to be in the fall, has been subsequently moved to Winter 2, I think they're calling it officially. But a unique experience for these girls to play volleyball in the spring as opposed to in the fall, and the boys are actually going to play, their seasons are actually going to cross paths, which is going to be kind of crazy.
That's going to be interesting, of course. It's going to be, of course, an interesting schedule. You're going to see our next TV game Thursday, April 8th, girls volleyball at 3:45, Sterling versus Cinnaminson, live on Channel 19, of course, on youtube.com/Sterling TV 19.
That will take place over spring break, so keep that in mind as well. Believe it or not, this is, we have, what's this? I'm sorry, breaking news into the studio. For the first time ever, Channel 19 doing a back-to-back broadcast. Right across the hall is wrestling, coming up directly after this game. So make sure it's actually right now. So we have 2 events going on at the exact same time. So middle school wrestling is going on right now. Depending on what time this game is over, you might be able to catch the tail end of JV and then the varsity match. We're very diverse here.
Oh yes, we are. We try to get every single sports, get it covered. That's what we're doing right now.
It's a historic day to be a broadcaster here on Channel 19. So kudos to Tad Kozaneski, the executive producer of Channel 19, and his entire tech crew for putting this whole thing together. And what a interesting combination that we've had. We've had basketball games go on at the same time. We would have to do one on radio and one on TV. That happened at Haddonfield, and I believe that was Rancocas Valley a number of years ago. But it was a crazy scenario. Now I think it's mostly because we have the ability to do this in our own campus. Obviously, that helps out a lot. So the 2 teams will switch sides, I think.
I don't think they are.
No, they are not switching sides.
Now they're staying
I thought
the same.
normally they would. That must be a new regulation this year in the COVID rules, and every sport had a different set of rules, and it's been a crazy year for sure. I'm sure the spring athletes are just happy to get out there and get their first week under their belt.
I mean, we barely got our first weekend.
Yeah. I mean, tennis has started already, which is good. Not as much today.
Nah. Wonder why.
You need flippers and goggles. I mean, it was quasi swim season out there earlier. And congratulations, speaking of swimming, Coach Stewart, Coach Flacco, and the rest of the boys and girls swim team had a phenomenal year. A lot of record breakers. I know that Kaylee Sheehan broke, I believe, 3 records already on the board, and you're going to see her name's already up there 3 times. Once from her freshman year in 2018, twice last year in 2019. Not to mention she's also in 2 relay events as well as in terms of record breakers, and she added to it again this year. I believe she got the 100, it's either back or breast record, one or the other. She already has the backstroke record, but congratulations to Kaylee Sheehan.
Feels like every year that the swim team always breaks a record of some sort. And not just one, like multiple records.
I think they broke a relay record on their first meet of the season. So they had a condensed schedule, as most of the teams have had this year. Serving for Sterling, Ayanna Hobbs.
Sterling already.
Going far side and long is Hinson. Sterling out to a 3-0 lead against Sterling. Won the first set, 25-22.
And of course, we saw in that last game that, again, Sterling got into this long streak, and then Collingswood able to get in their own streak, and then a back and forth battle pretty much all the way to the 20s, and then Sterling, of course, won that just by a couple points.
Nicely dug out there by Collingswood. Wow, what a dig that was, and very deserving point there. Kosick did a great job diving on the floor there. Watch the effort here. Good reaction by Kayla Kosick. Collingswood on the board for the first time in the second set, trailing by 1 set already. Tipped over, dug out. Kosick again. Kowaleski doesn't get it over. And I don't know, that looked like it might have hit the floor before. No call from the official, who's right on top of it, as Jackson was there. And I don't know if we can take one more look at that after this point. She might have gotten her hand right underneath that at the last moment. Almost into the Sterling bench. Kowaleski has no choice but to just loft it over.
And they're going to call the point because I believe it might have been net.
It's 5-2 Sterling, Kowaleski to serve. Nice dig by Warrington. Warrington in there again. 3 Sterling Knights there. Warrington, as well as Courtney Adcock and Kowaleski, all there by the, just a little miscommunication there. We're going to go with Tamia Page on the serve for Collingswood. Tipped over, trying to find some open space. Collingswood to set it up. Hastings looking for the corner, just missed. Emma Hastings was looking for that back corner, and that's a tough area to hit, but he missed it by about 3 inches. Cassie Baldino back in the game, going to give Warrington a little bit of a break. Good jump serve right into your living room and over, but did not get over the net, actually went around the official, which is that pole is like the foul pole in baseball. You ever wonder why in baseball they call it the foul pole, but if you hit it, it's still a home run?
Well, you know what, I'm just gonna say
just marinate on that for a few minutes. Now, if Mr. Schulz were on the air, or Mr. K, you'd be able to give us a valid explanation on that. I wonder if it's the same thing in volleyball. If you hit the poles, is it still technically in or out? I would say in.
I would say in, because technically anywhere on the line is still in.
I would agree with you.
It's almost like, in a way, if you think about it, it's almost the same way with tennis. If the ball, anywhere, shape, or form touches that line, it's still technically in.
I would, and same thing, you know, with baseball, if you roll one down the line, it catches any part of that, the chalk, it's in. We'll have to go to Mr. Scully, the rules analyst. I'll talk to him tomorrow. I'll try and get an update. Back to live action. Collingswood trailing this one by 3 as we discuss baseball on the eve of the Major League Baseball season. Nice hard serve by Jackson. Can't be handled by Boyce.
It seems like both teams usually have a struggle with one server, and it's really been Jackson that they've been having troubles with consistently. And another point goes to Collingswood right there. So it's a 1-point game, and Sterling's going to take a timeout.
Timeout on the floors. Sterling leading 8-7, but sensing a run. Good timeout here by Coach Scully. Take a look at the next girls volleyball game. Will be a week from today, or a week from tomorrow rather, excuse me, as the Pirates coming into the Castle. 3:45. You can check out that game on youtube.com/Sterling TV 19. Friendly reminder, that is going to be during spring break as well, which I'm sure a lot of the students and teachers cannot wait. It's been the last break obviously was the holiday break, Christmas break.
Yeah.
And you can see some of the fans starting to make their way. But it's so great to see the fans. We saw the fans. We didn't see fans initially at the start of the basketball season. And then the restrictions starting to loosen a little bit, and you start to see fans in the building now, which is awesome, not only at the high school level, but the college level and the professional level.
Of course, each state's kind of going at their own pace, of course, in Jersey.
And speaking, I got a chance to check out an interview that was done with Aaron Nola, the Phillies starting pitcher for tomorrow. And one of the questions that they asked him was, how excited are you to pitch in front of fans for the first time in over a year? He said he couldn't be more excited. He's like, I don't care if there's 8,000 people here or 68,000. They're going to make some noise. And as a broadcaster, I will tell you this, and John, you can attest to this, as Boyce puts it away. The first few games of the basketball season with no fans was bizarre. It was completely bizarre.
I 100% agree, and I kept going back to the when I was a freshman, the playoff games. You had the band out here too, and it was just a whole different atmosphere. And fans really can make a game.
Good save as Pope tries to put it away. Goes off of Boyce as she mishits it and ties the game at 9. And serving for Collingswood will be Haley Spencer. Panthers going to make a substitution. Taylor Hinson going to get back into the game and replace 13 in blue. So I'm going to make a substitution of their own. Anaya Frazier with a 1-point lead as Warrington set to serve. Nice save by Warrington. And what a great effort by Nat Warrington. John is going to go rescue that ball. He's actually going to go underneath the bleachers. What a trooper. Look at John Hallwood. Volleyball retriever, broadcaster. Is there anything that you can't do, John? That was unbelievable. The quickness, the agility to get underneath the lowest part of the bleachers. It was impressive.
That one actually just... That was
caught
a close
line,
one.
yeah. I mean, that's one where if you leave it, you just got to credit the other player.
Yeah.
Pope to serve. So I'm going to set up their offense. Koleski. Nice kill there. Jackson couldn't hang on to it. Ball went up into the stands. Ties the game at 11.
Also, the answer to that question was, I can't do flips.
No?
No.
We'll try to practice tomorrow. I don't believe you.
I don't want to face plant, please. I've experienced too many.
Serve goes out of bounds. Gives Collingswood back a 1-point lead.
Just barely goes out. Almost looked like it was about to maybe come back in, but doesn't.
Pushed over. Collingswood can't get there. Off the fingertips of Hastings. And we're all tied up at a dozen apiece. Koleski to serve, waiting for the whistle from the official, and their serve goes long.
And so far, this game has been like the first game back. Sterling takes in a big lead, goes on a big streak, then Collingswood goes into this streak, and then it's a back and forth battle.
It's about the same point of the game too, where both teams, like you said, got off to a run of their own, and then it's just going to be pinballing back and forth, and a nice kill by Collingswood. 2-point lead for the Panthers, trying to force a third and deciding third set. Boyce. That's going to go wide. Good job by Sterling you can hear the communication. That's such a big part of this game is communication in such a tight area, small court. As Frazier set to serve for Sterling, trailing by 1. Kosick can't handle it.
And with that, Sterling's now back into a tie game.
14 apiece. Nia Frazier. Serve goes wide on the far side. It will be 15-14 Collingswood. And the libero, Kayla Kosick, had a nice game for the Panthers to serve it up. Koleski, far side, Adcock, dug out. Sterling looking to set up their offense. Koleski just has to push it over. Now Collingswood a chance to set it up. They're gonna go far side, and it goes out. Spencer hit it just a little too hard and didn't miss by much.
Now with that one, it almost looked like it was about to go out.
Oh, it did, and then
It looked like it could have gone in out, but it kept it in. And you're gonna see Logan make her serve. She was the game-winning point in the last game.
Sterling back to a 1-point lead. So a 3-point run for Sterling right now. Logan to serve again. You heard one of the Collingswood players say out, but Kosick got a hand on it.
I don't think it was going to go out. It looked like how close.
That's too close to call, I think. Another deep serve by Logan. Almost the exact same spot. Boyce tips it over. Kowaleski gets a second opportunity and off the fingertips of Collingswood. And Sterling with a 3-point lead and a timeout on the floor by Collingswood.
And again, it was about around this point where Sterling got into that streak. Got it around about to 21, and then Collingswood slowly came back, but of course Sterling was able to finish it. Let's see instead of having what we had in the first game, see what they can get it done in the second game quite early.
Sterling won the first game 25-22. Again, their next home game, which we'll have here on Channel 19, will be next Thursday, April 8th against Cinnaminson. And you can see that right there on your screen. You can just check out the YouTube link. And how useful has the YouTube live streaming been for the entire home or away teams this year with the broadcasting, with the limited amount of crowds, if any at all. And it's you don't even have to get up out of your couch. You can just enjoy it from the comfort of your living room.
Well, it was especially helpful, of course, starting again. It really took off, of course, with the COVID and all, not fans able to, as many fans able to come, of course. And during that short period of the basketball season where we weren't allowed to have fans, a lot of people were watching it on YouTube, of course. I mean, people still are, but not maybe as many.
Well, there's still restrictions on how many you can have in the building, obviously. And we're hoping that at some point that's going to loosen up and we get this place back to normal. I know the governor has made mention that wants to get back to school 5 days a week starting in September. So that's trending in the right direction. Dug out by Kowaleski. Baldino. Hope off the net and down into kind of no man's land there for Sterling. Asia Logan could do nothing but just look at it and smile. That may have deflected off of Baldino.
It looked like it did.
It's hard to tell where we are because we're blocked by a couple different things. We're blocked by two of our esteemed tech crew members. Not in a bad way. No. And we also have the official right in front of us as well, standing on a ladder. So
many different things, and another Sterling point, just 4 away to winning the second game. And of course, they've been going a little bit on a streak. Let's see if they can continue this.
Dug out from the back line. Collingswood, Hope had to get over and does. JV game will follow this one as Kowaleski puts it home. Sterling within 3. So just to let our fans know at home, if you're check out some of the JV squad, the up-and-coming squad, some of the future of the Sterling Lady Knights volleyball team, you can stay tuned right here on Channel 19. We'll have it for you. No post-game this time around, though. Of course, we have wrestling going on as well. Sterling within 2. Savannah Boyce to serve for Sterling. Off of Kosick and set point on the hand of the senior Savannah Boyce.
And this one looks like it could have been out. Another close one.
Another close one. I mean, it's close. You got to play it. Set point for Sterling, and game point. Boyce going to set it up nicely. Far side, Koleski. Koleski gets it over again. Good dig. Pope. Yes. That's just a great shot there by Ellen Pope.
Great job from Sterling, just able to save that block and able to keep the game alive by Collingswood.
Haley Spencer to serve for Collingswood. They can make no more mistakes. They need to get on a run of 6 straight points to stay in this game. Spencer to serve again. Dug out by Warrington. They're going to go to Koleski, just pushes it over the net. And now they're going to set up Pope. Pope pushes it over yet again, saved by Logan. Set up near side for Koleski, saved by Collingswood. In some trouble, they get it over the net. It's going to go wide, and Sterling takes game 2, the set, and the match to Sterling, who will remain undefeated at 5-0, 3-0 in the conference. Collingswood moves to 4-3 and even 500, 3-3 in the conference. Much cleaner game, John,
yeah.
The second game than the first game. First game, after a bevy of runs by both teams, longer runs, 9+ points each team, they kind of settled down a little bit, and that second game looked like they really got into a groove.
They really did, and you saw that towards the end of the game, of course, where Sterling was able to start finding, again, like you said, find their groove and able just to put points on the board real quick. And honestly, it's been really a team effort on the serving side, of course, and also getting some great kills from Allison.
Yeah, and I was about to say, the offense, as you can see Coach Scully talking to his girls, little post-game chat here, probably not as clean of a first game as he would have liked here, but looked like a lot of the offense runs through Allison Koleski. She can hit the ball a ton and did a really great job. Not to be outdone, Nat Warrington made some really, really nice diving saves at the libero position to keep some plays alive for Sterling.
Again, there's really not been like one player that honestly that has all of them have outplayed themselves really. What a great job they've done beating Collingswood. Of course, it's never easy beating a rival, and Sterling was able to do it. Of course, the first game wasn't, like we said, was the best, but Sterling was able to get it done, of course.
Entertaining for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Sterling comes out on top 25-22 and 25, I believe it was 17 or 18. Either way, Sterling comes out with the victory. They improved to a perfect 3-0 in the conference. And for John Hallwood, Tad Kozaneski, the tech crew that's right in front of us here, did a great job. I'm Rob Strauss. We'll see you. Hang tight for the JV game coming up in just a few minutes right here on Channel 19, or you can switch over to wrestling. That's going on as well.
People are oblivious to the facts and supportive of the fiction. What should you believe? Believe the facts. COVID-19 is a real problem, and here's how you can do your part. Social distancing works. 6 feet apart from everyone. Proper mask placement prevents the virus from getting in and out, and lets you breathe normally. And if you're not near a sink, you can use hand sanitizer to kill the virus before it can keep spreading. But whenever you can, wash your hands. Soap, water, happy birthday. You know the drill. Let's help each other get through this. Stay safe, stay healthy, and go to cdc.gov for more information.
Okay, kiddies, let's film a commercial.
With the COVID pandemic still going on, limiting the attendance of the people in the bleachers we sit in, we need a way to help bring the sports to them. This is where we come in. Tech Crew is as important as ever, and these are the people taking on this important job. We do important stuff for live coverages, home and away, recordings for your family, and college scouting. Important stuff, isn't it? But we need people to help with this important stuff. Who might that person be? Why, to make it simple, you! If you're interested, find Mr. K in room 201 to join the Tech Crew today.
Okay, welcome back, everyone. A little technical difficulties. We're getting ready for the JV game, soon to start in about 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. So we'll see you after this break, short little break.
Officer.
And welcome back for Channel 19. Of course, we're here for some JV girls volleyball this time, of course, and they're still warming up, of course, so might be a little bit longer.
Rob Strauss, John Hallwood getting set for JV action. Varsity won in straight sets in the first game, as I'm sure you saw, but getting ready for the JV as Coach McLaughlin warming everybody up over there and getting ready to go. We'll have that for you shortly. 7th and 8th grade, or excuse me, middle school wrestling going on across the hall, and the JV wrestling and varsity wrestling will follow that. It's been a busy day on campus here at Sterling, so lots of stuff to check out as the winter sports / fall sports continue here at Sterling. And by the way, spring sports are all going on at the same time. Here's some trivia for you.
Okay.
You ready?
Yep.
what are the only 2 days in a normal non-COVID year, the only 2 days on the calendar in which none of the 4 major sports are participating?
I would only probably say Saturday and a Sunday.
No, I mean there are 2 days in a calendar year.
Calendar.
In a calendar year.
I do not know.
What is the day before and the day after the Major League Baseball All-Star Game?
Oh, that I can't remember right now.
And with that, we'll go to break. We'll come back. JV action coming up right after this.
And welcome back, everyone. And again, JV still warming up right now. We'll be right back, and soon, hopefully, quite soon, with about 2 minutes and 35 seconds left. So we'll take another short break, and we'll see you for hopefully live coverage of girls JV volleyball. And again, still waiting for them to finish up their warm-ups. Of course, it should now be 1:35 left to go. So again, we'll take another quicker, shorter break this time, and we'll be right.
Why are you such a loser? Why am I such a loser? No, I'm not a loser. I'm cool. Many people think I am too.
And welcome back, everyone, to Channel 19. We're going to bring you coverage to girls JV volleyball here. Of course, you just saw the varsity volleyball. And we're going to see who's going to start it off. It's going to be Collingswood right here. Collingswood is going to take the first one. That's going to be staying in. And that was Pyle just keeping that one in. Very close to the line. It almost looked like it directly on the line. Here we go. She goes for her second serve. This one stays in. Up, and Sterling right now still looking. Get their first point, nice little drop off, and Sterling able to get the point. Collingswood was, she got it where a little bit, looks like took a deflection off of someone. Carly Rosen. Yeah, could be getting an ace. Doesn't get the ace in, but nice serve from her. And Sterling able to get their second point. Again, this is just the JV game. Varsity game was the first one that we showed. And Sterling now looking to be going on a little bit of a streak right here, having gotten 3 points now, 2-point lead. Another serve in. And it's another point for Sterling. Continuing their lead right there is Kayla Franklin able to get the point. Also a basketball player for girls. And that one's going to go out, and that's going to be Collingswood's second point. And just goes out, of course. Lila Karamoon is going to serve this one in. And that one's going to go out, and it's going to be another Sterling point. This, of course, you get to see the JV team, which you could be seeing some future varsity players for this volleyball team. As another point goes on for Sterling. Of course, like I said, you have number 3, Brianna Red, what I believe is a class officer of her grade, and also, of course, played some JV girls basketball during the winter season, of course. And that's going to be another point for Sterling as they lead 8-2 over the Collingswood Panthers. And another good serve from Sterling as Juliana has an ace right between a couple Collingswood players as Collingswood takes a timeout. Of course, Sterling's going to lead us 9-2 as see right here our next TV game Thursday, April 8th, girls volleyball at 3:45. Sterling takes on Cinnaminson, always live on Channel 19. And also on YouTube, youtube.com/SterlingTV19. And let's also not forget that there is also a wrestling game going on at the same time as this JV volleyball game is going. That was the last time I've heard it. They're still in the middle school. I could be wrong. They might have just entered JV, but you can always check that out at the same time while this game is going too. Of course, you see some of the fans all around this court, of course. Again, just coming out of this timeout, Sterling, and not the greatest serve. Wish to probably have that one back, but either way, it's going to be a Collingswood point.
I'm so sorry.
Collingswood will now take the serve up, and that's going to hit the net, and
I'm sorry.
it's going to be another Sterling point right here. And Kayla Franklin saw some varsity time during the girls' basketball season, of course, and gets a point in volleyball. And also we have, again, like I was talking about, some multi-athletes here, multiple some of these athletes play more than one sport. Number 14, Allison Baker, what I've heard from Strauss, played some varsity time during girls tennis, so it's a very good sport to play, and of course I've played it myself. It's very interesting. It's really hard to play sometimes. And also Laura Conaway, also another player that played some varsity girls tennis. As we're gonna kick this one back up, and Sterling's gonna try and continue this massive streak, unable right there, as Collingswood now will go up to 5. It's Sterling leading by 10. Yeah, it wouldn't be by 10. What am I thinking? 6. A little bit of a brain fart by me, as Collingswood gets another point. Collingswood now will take another serve here, and Sterling right now sends it back over. Collingswood almost looked to set it up, unable to. And Sterling, it's going to be a little bit of back and forth, and there's the divider that comes into play, and that's going to be Sterling's ball. Sterling's ball and Sterling's point right there, and you see right there the divider came into action a little bit. Of course, if you saw some of the varsity game, we saw it go over the bar and over the divider, which was quite interesting to watch, and something you would not usually see. And Sterling right now trying to get something there, unable to. Collingswood now gets their point, now goes up to 7. Sterling leading this 12-7, of course. This is just the JV game. Varsity game was the first game to be played. Not to mention that there is a wrestling game going on at the same time right now. Not 100% sure what it's on right now. Again, like I said last time I've heard, it was still in the middle school. As Morgan Bairstow takes up the serve. And able to get the ace for the team. As I just got reports that they're waiting for JV to start, so that means that middle school the middle school rounds have ended. It's going to be JV, and depending on how many of the JV matches, Varsity's not that far behind, as Sterling gets another point, leading this 15-7 right now. Looks like Sterling is going to go on another nice long streak here. As that's going to be another point for Sterling. Sterling now will serve this one off. It's going to go back. Sterling's going to try and set something up here. And that's going to be another Sterling point, as now they're officially leading by double digits, just by 10. And Sterling right now going on a nice long streak, as Collingswood will take a timeout here. And right now Sterling doing a great job keeping Collingswood at bay. And like again, you see some more fans. You kind of see right behind her was the Tech Crew gerbil. And again, you see more fans, and of course hopefully we get to see more fans during next season. You see Tom Brady, apparently also now a Sterling fan, you know. maybe you can come here and maybe maybe give us some QB advice for all those upcoming QBs. And of course, our next TV game, Thursday, April 18th, girls volleyball at 3:45 p.m. Sterling's going to take on Cinnaminson. It's going to be live on Channel 19 and also on YouTube. On YouTube, of course, where we stream most of our games. You can always rewatch some of the highlights and live streams that we do. As Sterling right now trying to continue their nice long streak that they've been having right now, and that's going to go out. As Collingswood will now get a point. And Collingswood will now kick this. We'll serve this one away, and it goes into a net, and Sterling will get the point back. Again, Sterling leading by 10. Just a couple, not too far away from Sterling ending this one, and hits the siding, and that's going to go right back to Collingswood. Unlucky for the serve right there, and you see hits the siding of the post. It wouldn't have counted if it did went over, though. And Collingswood's going to make a substitution. Didn't quite see who they substituted. And Collingswood will get another point here. Now they're trying to go on a little bit of a streak here. Let's see if Sterling can stop Collingswood from going on to that streak, of course. And that's going to go out. Too long of a serve. Sterling now 19-10. Leading by 9 points. Sterling will now serve this one away. And could be another point for Sterling. That's going to now put their gap up to 10 now. Sterling just 5 points away to winning the first game. And another point right there. Another probably considered as an ace for Sterling right here. And you take a look at the slow-mo. Unable to get under it, of course. And that goes out and brings in 1 point closer to winning this game for Sterling. And Sterling right now just 3 points away from winning the first game. Still have one more game, of course. Of course, in volleyball, you have to win 2 games. So Sterling looking to be winning the first game. And just now 2 points away from winning this first game. Sterling right now has been going on quite a few long streaks. Collingswood is sometimes able to stop them, go on a little streak themselves, but Sterling able to recover and get the points. And now Sterling's JV team just 1 point away onto getting game 1 win here. And Collingswood right now needs to be pure perfection, unable to, as Sterling's going to win the first game 25-10. We'll take a short break and we'll be back for second game action.
Okay, kiddies, let's film a commercial.
With the COVID pandemic still going on, limiting the attendance of the people in the bleachers we sit in, we need a way to help bring the sports to them. This is where we come in. Tech Crew is as important as ever, and these are the people taking on this important job. We do important stuff for live coverages, home and away, recordings for your family, and college scouting. Important stuff, isn't it? But we need people to help with this important stuff. Who might that person be? Why, to make it simple, you! If you're interested, find Mr. K in room 201 to join the Tech Crew today.
And we welcome you back for second game action of girls JV volleyball. Sterling was able to win that one 25-10. And let's see if Sterling can win the second game against Collingswood. Collingswood, of course, this is the JV game, varsity game played out first. And of course, not to mention we have also another game going on, which is wrestling. And Sterling's taking on, I believe, Haddonfield, if I am right. It is Haddonfield. I just got confirmation it is Haddonfield. So that game's still going on. I believe it's on JV. There's maybe still be waiting for the JV game, of course, last time that I was told. And Sterling will be the one to serve the second game off. Again, Sterling's varsity team, of course, are staying undefeated, going 5-0 overall, 3-0 in the conference. And a great job by them. As Sterling's JV team takes on the first point after their first serve, and a nice serve from Kaylee D'Angelo. Sorry, Kayla D'Angelo. And Sterling's going up on a 2-point streak, now on a 3-point streak. Let's see how long this streak can go. That's going to go out, and now Collingswood will get their first point of the second game. You can see right here. And it's definitely out. Of course, we get the little deluxe of getting the replay also in slow-mo, so unlike the refs who have to make the call first time. And of course the ball went out, and that was Collingswood's second point. Sterling will get the fourth point. Again, of course, Sterling trying to win their second game, and I think that's going to be another Collingswood point right here. Not sure. Yeah, hits the net. Got a little hard to see. Of course, you have a couple different people as the serve's going to go up, and it's going to go over, and it's going to go wide. So Sterling gets their fifth point right now, and could be going on a little bit of a streak here. Collingswood will get their 4th point. Sterling with their 5th. And Sterling's going to make a substitution. So now Collingswood will now take on the serve. Goes up, and it's going to be a point for Collingswood. Now we got back to a tie game here. And Sterling trying to regain back the lead, and will get the lead by 1 point now. Sterling leading this now 6-5. Again, this is the JV game. Varsity game was first to play. Of course, the Sterling JV team won the first game 25-10, trying to win the second game in a quicker fashion. Sterling right now sending it back over, and it's going to go out, and that's going to be a Collingswood point. No, my bad. It's going to be a Sterling point. So, and that was a close call. And that's going to hit off the net. It's another point for Sterling. It hits off the net. Kayla Corsi wants to serve it up, and also now getting another point for the team is now Sterling leading this 9-5. And Sterling right now going on a little bit of a hot streak. See if they can continue this nice long hot streak. Sterling now, it's the first team of game 2 to go into double digits. Now leading this, but Sterling now leading this by 5. Corsi will try to serve that one and hits the net, and Sterling's streak now kind of finished that one's off, and Collingswood gets the point and will start this one off. See right there, they're trying to save and unable to, as Collingswood now will get a point. Sterling right now leading this 10-7. And Collingswood able to keep this one in. Let's see if Sterling, what can they do about it? And that's going to hit the net, and that's going to be Sterling's 11th point. And let's see. Sterling will serve this one off. Almost looked like it could hit the ground, and it now does. A little difficulty with communication right there, and Sterling's going to be leading this 12-7 over Collingswood. That's going to be a timeout probably for Collingswood. Again, another game is also going on. Wrestling is going on just across the hall, of course. And you see right there, that's the Varsity volleyball team, who are right now still undefeated right now, going 5-0, 3-0 in the division. And again, they just won against Collingswood, so a little wave to the front for the camera. And right now, second place in the standings, as you see some fans again. Hopefully we get to see some more fans as the season progresses and restrictions are let off. And you still see some of the cutouts. So some cutout fans mixed in with some actual real-life breathing fans. As Sterling's going to get another point, leading now this 13-7. A little bit battle between right here near the net. Sterling now will serve this one off again. And it's going to be in, and Sterling gets cut out by that play right there, and Collingswood gets a point now, late just 8-7. And wow, what a great job to place it in. And Sterling having to dive for that one, unable to get that one up now. Collingswood looking to go on a little bit of a run here. With a little bit of trouble, and that's going to still be in, and that's going to be 10-13 now. Collingswood just behind Sterling by 3. Collingswood slowly pulling the gap away and trying to win this second game. Of course, the team has to win 2 games to win the entire game, of course. And that's going to hit the divider, and that's going to be a Sterling point. Divider to the rescue of Sterling. And gets hit by the ball, hits the ref, and a little apology, of course. Feels quite bad, and the ref just shaking it off and laughing with the player too. Ref looks fine, so that's a good sign. Sterling serves this one away as that goes into the net. Now Collingswood will be with 11 points, and I think the rotation might be a little bit messed up. I'm not 100% sure. We're gonna. That's why it's taking a little bit longer. And I think we're now good. Well, all of certainty as Sterling now gains a point, 16-11. Kayla D'Angelo will hit a serve up and right in the almost close to the corner, and that's an ace for her and Sterling. Sterling right now leading the 17-11 against Collingswood. another ace. Sterling right now looking to be on another hot streak right here, and of course one of the Collingswood players tries to take it and unable to get better contact to it. Sterling right now looking to be looking for the win game 2. And right now waiting for just to make sure all the subs were counted for, of course. But players are on and off. And also that they're doing the rotation right. Which looks by the one ref how she's looking at it is correct. So Sterling will now be able to back to serve again. As that now goes for Sterling's 19th point. Just 6 away to winning this game. Comes to serve. And is that going to be in? Yes, it is. That's going to be another Sterling point right there. As Collingswood will take a timeout. We're going to take a look right here. Slow-mo just on the line. Wow, just an impeccable job on the serve. Wow. Right there, getting it on the line, and wow. And you're going to see another look from it. And here comes a little bit of a slow-mo action here from the serve. It looks like it just hits. Of course, you got one of the players in the way, but just a great job on the serve right there, able to keep that one in and continue the streak. I'm going to take it from another angle right here. Let's see what the wow. That's in. Wow, that is really close. That is really close. And Sterling's just needs now 5 more points to win game 2. As now Sterling will be able to serve now after this Collingswood times out. And hits it back and goes into the fans. Don't hurt any of the cardboard fans, please. They have no way of protecting themselves. They have no arms, no legs, well, really, no, nothing besides a head and a shoulders. As Sterling's gonna just need 4 points to win this game, and Collingswood able to get a point right there and able to slow down Sterling's long streak. Collingswood will now take the serve. And that's going to be a redo of the serve. And Collingswood now able to get that point off the serve. What a good serve that was. First touch from a Sterling player, unable to really control it. Comes the second one, and another one that maybe could have gone out, but too close to call. And it's going to be another Collingswood point. So Collingswood going on a streak themselves right now, just a 2-point streak, of course. Comes the third serve, hits the net, and Sterling will take that point. Now just 3 away from getting the game win here. Allison Baker will serve this one off. And will be out, and Collingswood will now get their 15th point. Collingswood slowly crawling their way themselves back up, of course. Just trying to slow down Sterling. serve's gonna hit the net. Sterling's gonna get just 2 more points. And they win the second game and the entire game itself. Of course, there is still a wrestling game going on as we're just talking about this JV volleyball, girls volleyball game that's going on right now. And Sterling right now just 1 point away from winning game 2. And it's gonna go down on Laura Conaway right there and gets the ace and the serve, and she's able to win the second game as Sterling wins this here at home. You see right there. So some Collingswood player tried to go for it, just misses it. And that's going to be your final score, 25-15. Of course, that's going to do it for here for girls volleyball here on Channel 19. I'd like to thank Mr. K, Rob Strauss, the entire Channel 9 tech crew. I'm John Holwood, and we'll still continue seeing you at wrestling.